part is a guide for your textbook question. If you go through these questions, then you can do the textbook exercises. Now the first questions comes under the public limited company, which is they are going to public 20 million shares at rupees 20 per share. This is the value per share. This is the number of parts, and they are paying 2 rupees per dividends. That's mean the benefits. And another investor, the Chamodi's investor, she's going to buy a share from this company. The number of the shares she's willing to buy 50,000 shares. Now you can pause the video and then try to solve these questions, then check your answers. First questions comes with find the stated capital of this company. What is the capital? You know, the company have 20 million shares and per share is 20. Now here this is the equations formula for finding the number of the shares. You have to divide the capital by value of share. That is the method we are finding the number of shares. Now you can subject this equation capital. So how do you find the capital? You can multiply number of share by value of a share. So number of shares, they have 20 million part. The value per part is 20 rupees. So how do you do that? 20 millions multiplied by 20. The final answer is 400 million. 400 million. This is the stated capital of this company. Now next question is find the amount Chamodi invested this company. So you want to find the amount. So how do you do that? You know the parts of Chamodi. So she is going to buy 50,000 parts shares. That means now what is the value per parts? It is 20 rupees. Very easy calculation. So invested amount can be find the number of shares. This is the number of shares multiplied by 20 rupees. Now you can get it's a 1 million. That's mean 10 lakh. That's the invested amount of Chamodi. So next one, find the dividends income Chamodi received. So now how do you find the dividends income? You know she got 50,000 parts, and per parts company paid how much? They pays 2 rupees. So how do you do that? The dividends income equal number of shares multiplied by dividends per share. Number of shares multiplied by dividends per share. The dividends income is, you know, the Chamodi's she purchased 50,000 shares, and per share they are paying 2 rupees. The final answer is 1 lakh. That's mean 100,000 rupees. 100,000 rupees. This is the dividends income of Chamodi. She invested amount is 1 million. Okay, 1 million. You can see here 10 lakh. And finally, at the end of the year, she can take this one as a what percentage of amount she invested is annual dividends she received. So what's the invest part? Income per part is 2 rupees. You can go with parts, or otherwise you can use these values. 10 lakh invested amount and the receive amount is 1 lakh. By using this part also you can calculate, but it is easy way to calculate by using per parts method. So invested amount is per parts she received 2 rupees. Invested amount is 20 per parts. So 20 over 2 into 100%, then 10%. This is the percentage of receive. Okay, so next question. Sayuri spent exactly half of 2 lakh. You can see here exactly half of 2 lakh, you know it is 1 lakh, and she is going to invest these two parts, two different kind of the system. One is the share market. You can read this question and find out the data including in this question. The share market, she invested 1 lakh. The reason is half of 2 lakh is 1 lakh. So they told per share 20 rupees, and they give dividends at the at the end of the year 5 rupees. Then next investment is financial institute invest 1 lakh. Interest rate is 10%. So you have to find out which investment is most profitable one. So first one, you have to find how many shares she invested. Using 1 lakh, 20 per share, so 1 lakh divided by 20, then you can find she already taken 5,000 shares. 5,000 shares. Then dividends income is number of shares into dividends per share. She has 5,000 shares and number of shares. So how do you find the number of the shares? 5,000. Dividends per share is 5. 5,000 into 5, it is 25,000 rupees. 25,000 rupees. Next one, income from the financial institute. So how do you find the income from the financial institute? Invested amount is 1 lakh, that's mean 100,000 multiplied by 10 over 100, that is 10%. For this calculation, you can get income is 10,000. So 25,000 income from the share market, 10,000 from the financial institute. Then which one is most profitable one? The more profitable one is share market investment. Then shall we shift it to the third question? A businessman invested 240,000 and bought a share in certain company at the market price is 80 rupees per share. At the end of the year, she received dividends 10% investment. After receiving the income, sold all the shares 120 on his investment. What is his investment? His investment is 240,000. So 10% out of 240,000, you can calculate this method. 240,000 into 10 over 100. What is the answer? 10% of his investment is 24,000. This is the value his income. This is the value of his income. This is a dividend income. Now the second part, they ask find the annual dividends of the company paid per share. Per share. Same manner, you know, per share investment is 80 rupees. So how do you calculate 10% of this 80 rupees? Per share, that is the dividends income per share. It is 8 rupees. 80 rupees from 10% from 80 rupees. 80 into 10 over 100. Now next question is find the amount the businessman received by the selling his shares. Before you are going to find the amount, because you know the selling price is this one, if you know the number of the shares, you can multiply 120 by number of shares. Before that, you want to find how many shares are there. Now you know the total dividends income is this value. Per share they receive 8 rupees. This is the total shares. So how do you find the number of the shares? You can divide 240,000 by 8. You get this? This is the total income by shares. This one is value per share. So if you 24,000 divide by 8, it comes 3,000. 3,000. Now you know the number of the shares is 3,000. Per share 120 rupees. So how do you find the total income? 120 multiplied by 3,000. This is the selling price of the share. 3,000 multiplied by 120. Value is 360,000. 360,000 is total income. Now you already know the number of the shares is 3000. So next question is find his capital gain. So how do you find the capital gain of this part? So capital gain is, this one is selling price minus this is the purchase price. This is the investment part, that is called the purchase price. Selling price minus purchase price, that is 120 rupees. You can use alternate method and other methods to find the capital gain by using per share. So what is the selling price per share is 120. What is the purchase price per share is 80. 80 minus 120 minus 80, you can see here it is 40 rupees. 40 rupees is the gain per share. Gain per share is 40 rupees. You know the gain per share, if it is 40 rupees, number of shares it is 3000. 3000 multiplied by 40, you can get the total